Hello everyone, today we break the silence on a topic too often ignored. A topic that, people don't want to talk about. We're talking about senior singles. The kind of desires that they carry, questions and struggles that rarely see the light of day. How do I honor my body? How do I date without fear? Where is the community that truly sees me as I am? That is often the question on the minds of the senior singles. I'm honored today to have the dean of our department here with us. I'm talking about my very dean, Dr. Tamara. Doctor, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we are ready to face those questions head on. That's it. This is not a soft conversation. It's the truth. It's courage, and it takes a lot of effort to be able to give clarity to this kind of questions. Because we're talking about sexuality, we're talking about boundaries, we're talking about dating, and then we're talking about the search for belonging. Senior singles deserve a voice, they deserve a life, and tonight we are giving that voice to them. Welcome once again, Dr. Tamara. So please, let's just dive straight into the question. Yes. And I'm going to be asking today, how can senior singles manage the challenges of dating, especially the heavy reliance on online platforms today? Because as you can see, senior singles, they really need clarity on how to navigate their sexual needs, the boundaries, and then the emotional safety. How do they establish a balance in all this?
Yeah, thank you for asking these important questions. And I think for anybody who is single and it's maybe older, right, and they get frustrated of waiting, just to say, I see you and I empathize with you. I know it's not easy. And yeah, these online platforms really are challenging because we don't know who people are there. We get ghosted, we get frustrated. People that we want to connect with, they don't want to connect with us. People that we don't want to connect with, they want to connect with us. So it's a challenging thing. I think I would just say, and that would be my approach, is just work on yourself rather than just continuously fixating on finding the perfect person, right? Try to just grow and be a person of character, a person of virtue, a person that is loving, that is caring, that is kind. Invest in your relationships, invest in your relationship with other people. And, if it happens and you find somebody online or in person, that's great. If it doesn't, that does not define your value and it doesn't define who you are as a person. You're more than just a single person without a partner, right? And so I just want to encourage you in that regard. Focus, if the dating gets challenging and frustrating, just maybe shift focus for a season and focus on yourself and your other relationships in life, and not just all the pressure on this one, finding the one, right?
Okay, doctor, thank you very much. I get it that, this is, how best, because considering the fact that you're such an authority in this field, I also want us to please consider the issue of shame.
Yes.
So how can they develop a healthy, shame-free understanding of sexuality?
Yes.
How can this be developed?
Yes, thank you. That is also a really important question. And I think a lot of times sexuality in our minds is equals to sex. So if I'm not having sex, what is my sexuality, right? And the reality is sexuality is more than just having sex, right? Because if it was just sex, then people who were single and were not in a relationship, they would not have any sexual desires, or they would just not be sexual. And that is not true, right? We all know that. So I think the shame, right? I think we need to connect it first of all with going and exploring what does it mean to be a sexual being, and looking at the healthy teaching on sexuality, that it's God-given, that it's a design part, that our bodies are wired that way, and it's something that is good, right, that God has given us. Now, that's part of the breaking the shame, right? Like, first of all, learning the healthy way and not just being stuck in the way that we have been maybe taught or we heard or maybe we were hurt, and sometimes this hurting, abuse, or certain negative experiences early on can also influence a lot of shame. So seeking help, sharing those stories, realizing that a lot of things, usually if we were young and some sexual things happened, they were not our fault, they happened to us, but we can take the steps to seek help, to seek wise counsel, to seek professional help, and to work on rewriting these stories and realizing that it's not just sexuality is not bad, it's not dirty, it's not sinful. Actually, it's something that God has given us, and that it's good, and it's originally good in design. But so I would say that would be how to break the shame, to realize that it's healthy, and to seek help.
Thank you
when
very
there are
much,
wounds.
Doctor.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Lastly, Doctor, please. I know you're very busy. Please, this last one, please.
Of course.
Okay, please. What is the role of the faith-based community in, like, being able to give practical support that can help to build confidence and healthy connections for the senior singles?
Yes, a community plays a key role. Even though, right, usually we interpret the scripture says it's not good for men to be alone, we interpret it as you need to be married. But I think it just talks about loneliness, actually. It's not good for men to be alone. We are not meant to be alone. We are meant to be in the community. We are meant to belong. Sometimes that is a romantic relationship, but many times it's broader than that. It's family, it's it's a church, church community. And so I think church community has a unique opportunity to support singles. First of all, just by teaching differently of singleness, that it's not just, ministries are not just matchmaking singleness ministry, or just trying to get people to get married, but actually recognizing their value and worth and honor that comes in this season of life. Maybe it's a season, maybe it's a whole life, depends on the personal circumstances, but just teaching a bit more healthily on singleness. And then second, I think every church and families in the church have an opportunity to invite single people into their lives. It doesn't have to be special, it doesn't have to be special dinner, but if you're going to go and pick up your kid and you're married, invite a single person to just go with you and just have that connection in daily normal things. Go buy groceries together, sit over dinner, sit over a cup of coffee, invite people, if you're married, invite people in that are single so that they don't feel isolated and alone, but feel like they belong. And so I think we can be more intentional in creating these spaces as families in the church, but also as the church as a whole. The singles are not just people who need to be set up and matchmaked, but they actually have a value and a worth and can contribute greatly to the ministry and to the church.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yes, you are not alone. You are so much worth and value, comes more than just the relationship status. And I just want to encourage you, reach out to people, invest in relationships outside of the romantic relationship and the search for it, and you will see how much you will be provided with care, with love, with support. It's not going to be easy, but it's so worthwhile. And so maybe shift your focus from just finding the one, from seeing how many people you already have, and you can invest in those relationships.
Always a powerful moment with you. Thank you so much.
You.
God bless you.
Thank you. God
so
bless
this
you.
is just the beginning. I want you to stay tuned for more insights on how to manage and handle senior singlehood. God bless you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.